Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Putback Podcast with Tyler and Cole. Are you ready for a new week? Because guess what? The NBA's back!
Ooh, they're still doing scrimmages up until the 31st, which I believe is Wednesday or Thursday. I don't really remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
I have no idea.
But they're still doing scrimmages, but we're not going to be doing predictions on the scrimmages. We're going to be doing predictions on the seeding games. That'll be happening the week after.
What was the question again? About dates?
What day is the 31st? Wednesday?
That would be a Friday.
Okay, so the following week will be the, that's what we'll be getting into the predictions. So, with that being said, if you guys want to follow us, links to our social media down in the description below. It's Podcast Putback on Twitter and Putback Podcast on Instagram, or it might be mixed up. Either way, they're on screen. I will edit that in, and then they're also linked down in the description below.
For our audio listeners.
Oh, yeah, they're also linked down below. Just go and click it. On a side note, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody for following. We're at 53 followers on the Instagram, so thank you guys for that.
Is that more followers than we have on YouTube?
Yeah. Not as many followers as we have on Anchor, which is where everything goes for the podcast. But yeah,
really?
Yeah, we have more plays than we have followers, which is fine. Yeah, so today we're gonna
Bol Bol.
Yeah, so Bol Bol, who was slept on severely, was like a middle first round pick, and then was traded for $1.2 million cash to the Nuggets, which hasn't happened in a long time. I think the last time a dumb trade like this happened, they were traded for cash and a printer, and that was the Brooklyn Nets traded somebody away so they can get a printer. I think
the NBA.
It was the Brooklyn Nets. It was somebody in the Eastern Conference other than Nets to the 76ers. Because they're the only two teams stupid enough to trade it for a Xerox. So Bol Bol, who has been severely slept on and traded for cash and no appliances, has averaged 15.5 points a game, 16.5 rebounds a game, 2 assists per game, and 4 blocks per game in the course of the 2 games that he's played, the 2 scrimmages. The first one he came out scored 16 10 plus rebounds is double. And then, I don't know how many assists he had, but he had 6 blocks that game. Obviously, the second game didn't go well if his stats went down, but he is shooting like 35%, which is bad. It's not great, but
It's not great, Bob.
But it's definitely better than the dude's 7'2" and 230 pounds. A monster. You know what the sad part about that whole thing is? He's still not as big as his father.
Yeah.
Bol Bol was like, see the thing with Bol Bol, or Manupal, I mean, he was 7'7", but he was 185 pounds. He only played like 7 years in the league. 6 or 7 years. He didn't make it long. Very skinny.
Very lengthy.
They had no idea how old he was either because he came from like some third world country.
Well, that's fun.
At least you know how old Bol Bol is. He went through high school and shit. Moving on the topic of the Nuggets, the starting 5. You want to go ahead and talk about the starting 5 for the Nuggets?
They're tall. They're very tall.
They're fucking gigantic.
I seen a meme. It was like the MonStars.
Yeah. For sure. So you want to introduce the starting lineup?
Starting lineup is Jokic at point guard. Dude's 7 foot tall. Monster.
Gigantic.
So at shooting guard is Grant at 6'8".
Bol
Bol is the small forward, and that dude's 7'2". So think about that.
My ass.
Small forward is 7'2". Well, the point guard's 7 foot. So, and then who's the power forward?
Paul Millsap.
That's it. And that dude's what, 6'7"?
Yeah.
And then Plumlee is their center at 6'11". I don't know why the center is the 3rd tallest person, but
yeah, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
You know the
really tall.
Jeremy Grant played power forward for the Thunder a couple years back. Because he's 6'8". He just has a lot of bounce. Like a lot of bounce.
A lot of bounce?
Yeah. But he's still like an inch or two short for power forward, but now he's playing shooting guard for the Nuggets, which is insane to me. That's a tallest lineup. Now, this should go without saying, but who do you think is going to have the most problem dealing with the freakish ones here?
Let's see.
Because this is a whole team of centers and power forwards.
Who's that team that doesn't have a center? Oh, Houston.
Yeah.
The Nuggets, like, average height is what, 7 foot?
Some shit like that, yeah.
And
Fucking
then
gigantic.
Then the Rockets is probably like what, 6'7"?
So
not even 6'7".
Their point guard Russell Westbrook 6'3", James Harden 6'5", PJ Tucker, who's their center, is 6'5". Covington is their small forward, power forward. He's 6'8", and then the other guy I don't remember is some lanky white guy, and he's like 6'8" too. So their tallest guy
6 or 6'7".
Their tallest guy is only an inch taller than the shortest guy in the Nuggets starting five. Millsap is 6'7". Their tallest guy is like 6'8". Maybe.
It's gonna be a fun. That's gonna be a fun game to watch next time they play.
The only thing I actually have an issue with that lineup, and I'm sure the Rockets, because they have a center like 6'10" that's sitting on the bench. The only thing that I'm gonna have an issue with the Rockets is Plumlee or the Nuggets. Plumlee's not gonna get the ball. Like, he's just not a scorer like that. It's not when Bol Bol's averaging 16. You know, Jeremy Grant can shoot. Paul Millsap's been an option for him the whole time, and Jokic is their go-to. Plumlee's not going to get the fucking ball. You got a guy that's 6'11", 250 pounds, going against PJ Tucker's 2'10", 6'5". Plumlee should get the ball every time down the court, in my opinion.
Just dunk on him.
Yeah, and as soon as they start double-teaming, just line up the shooters. Have somebody in the corner, the short corner, the wings.
Could you imagine if they had Brook Lopez?
I don't want to think about that. Dude, the Milwaukee Bucks have both Lopez brothers.
Oh, yeah.
If you put those two together, there's an all-star waiting to happen. Robin and Brook. Robin's great at defense. Brook's great at offense. You put them together, you'd be all right.
If only that seed had split and it was just one.
Facts. And, you know, Robin has cooler hair, so Brook should get his style up. So now we're moving on to the... We haven't done this in a while because we're running through like crazy.
Yeah, sorry guys, a little rusty since the season ended, you know, because
Rona. After the first week, we're gonna have the stat line updates like we did last time, where it was every week somebody was getting 40, 50 points in a game, which was insane.
We're gonna have to look at our old podcast or something. I don't know.
It was weekly updates on our predictions, and then new predictions. So, I mean, we have weekly updates, Bol Bol, Nuggets starting 5, but we just don't have any cool stat lines other than Bol Bol getting 16 points. All these All-Stars, Luka played 14 minutes, LeBron played 15, AD played 15 minutes. These guys aren't playing long enough to get 40 points. If they are,
you want to do a quick unscripted segment?
Let's go for it.
All right. Who would you rather have for the next 5 seasons? Luka or Zion?
Luka, 100%. This is going off the discussion you sent me the other day, right?
Yeah.
Well, who was that, a podcast or was that an NBA?
Yeah, that was off the Herd podcast.
Herd podcast. They talked about having. They compared them to what, a bunch of different NBA All Stars, and what did they take? KD over Zion, and that was about it.
They were taking, yeah. I think no, it was it even KD?
I don't think so.
I know it was the Celtics guy, Tatum.
Jason Tatum, yeah.
And then there was somebody else. I can't remember who the other guy was, but yeah.
That's insane. I would take Luka. I would even take Ja Morant over Zion Williamson.
I'm taking Luka over Zion for one reason. I haven't seen enough of Zion yet. Have you seen enough from Zion?
No, he's played 19 games. He's averaged 20 points a game. But the thing that bothered me in that podcast, what they said from the clip that I heard about it, was they said, and they wrote Luka off so quickly. They're like, Luka's a guy that's going to average 29 for the next 10 years. So, that's 29 points a game. And they had Sean Bradley, who was 7'6".
He doesn't hold a grudge at all. He doesn't remember everything this guy said negatively about Luka.
No, but like, you're comparing Luka to a guy that had no young help. Walking in with Luka, you got Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis.
Right, like.
That name's just fun to say.
And who's Marjanovic play for? He plays on the Mavericks.
I think so.
Yeah, so you got Boban, 7'3". He blocked Anthony Davis twice by not even jumping the other day. Like, and he was laughing on the court, and somebody's like, Boban's having fun now. He's just sitting there like this.
So, Zion or
Luka? It's not even an argument.
Luka or Ja?
Luka or Ja?
Luka.
It's always gonna be Luka. If you said Ja or Zion, then I'm taking Ja Morant.
You pick Ja over Zion?
Ja can pass. Zion will score. Zion will average 25, but Ja's gonna average 25 too.
I look forward to seeing more from Zion.
100%. He's freakishly athletic.
Ask us again at this point next year. Well, not this point, because next year at this point, I'm hoping there's not basketball on.
Next year at this point, we'll be talking about free agency, hopefully.
Hopefully. So, ask us at the end of next season how
Zion did.
As Zion is.
I'm pissed that they put the Pelicans in the playoffs just because that frustrated me because they're so low on the seeding. I don't really feel like they should be there. But then again, the Wizards are there, so they definitely should be fun. Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum.
Just changed his name. Anyway.
What did you change his name to?
I said Jadam or something to that effect. I changed the letters in his first name and his last name. I swapped them.
Jadam
Taysom, yeah. He's a Taysom. So anyway, do you have anybody, like, comparison-wise?
Oh, who I would, like Zion versus whoever?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Zion or Kawhi? That was in that podcast. I can't believe somebody said Zion over Kawhi, though. I'm pretty sure they took Zion over Kawhi.
Yeah, again, I have to see more from Zion. Kawhi or LeBron?
Kawhi.
Because LeBron's older.
No, because Kawhi has better defense.
Better defense.
LeBron averages 28, Kawhi averages 24. That 4 points isn't enough for the amount of defensive stops that Kawhi gets on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
The PAPG points allowed per game is significantly lower for Kawhi, I feel like. Or should be, at least from watching the game. Zion or...
That's a tough one. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going Paul George.
I'm going Paul George. If I was in the league, I'd want to play with Paul George before I played with Zion. Paul George just has that flair. He gets buckets and makes it look fun.
Lou Williams or Grant?
Lou Williams. What's that question? Williams is the 6th man of the year, like, perpetually. The motherfucker's a monster. I watched his scrimmage highlights the other day and it was going off. And his jump shot's so ugly too.
And you just hit yourself in the face.
I know, that's because he goes like this. Shit hurts my fucking elbow to watch. You're gonna give me tendonitis.
Alright, guys. If you have anybody you want us to answer, like, say, LeBron versus James Harden or something like that, just let us know in the comment section. If you're listening to us on Anchor, go to the YouTube, go to the Instagram page, let us know.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, drop in the comments. If you're listening on any other platform, because we're on Spotify, Overcast, radio, like there's a bunch. Anchor's a distribution platform. There's a bunch of different ones. Whatever it is, get at us on Twitter or Instagram. I'll answer. If it's on Instagram, he'll probably see it before I do. If it's on Twitter, he'll never see it. So,
No, I won't.
Yeah, get at us on social media, and we'll whatever the comparison is. I'm definitely down to talk about it. You want to get into predictions now?
Yeah.
All right, Toronto, Miami. If you guys forgot, because I thought when I wrote this list with him, I forgot how we did this. It's the winner and then leading scorer for both teams is how we do our predictions.
I forgot about that part.
Me too. I'm like, what else do we do? Leading scorers. Toronto, Miami. Let's get it.
I'm going with Toronto.
Of course you are.
Siakam and Butler.
I'm going to go with actually the exact same thing you said.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going to be... Yeah, no, it'll definitely be Siakam. I was trying to give Lowry a little bit of hype, but it's not going to happen like that. It's too close to the playoffs for Lowry to be efficient.
Oh.
And definitely Butler or Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro is a monster. Fun one, Denver, Oklahoma City.
Go with... Oh, man, OKC was heating it up right before the end there.
Chris Paul is looking good.
You know, I'm going to go with Denver, Jokic, and... I don't know, Chris Paul, I guess.
I'm going to go with Denver. I'm going to say Chris Paul, but I'm going to have to go with, like, Bol Bol. Just because it's something I want to see, you know?
I think you just like his name.
I do, but I want to, like, speak it into existence that he's going to have 35 points that night.
Let's go, 35.
Oklahoma City's out of the playoffs. Brooklyn, Milwaukee. This is going to break my heart to hear your answer because I already know what it's going to sound like. Kyrie and KD aren't in the bubble, by the way. Neither one of them playing. We signed Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Oh.
It fucking pissed me off so bad. I already don't like Kyrie, and then you don't show up. Bro, the earth isn't flat. You're gonna get Rona anyway.
So,
right?
Milwaukee, Giannis, and I don't know, you pick Brooklyn, because
You don't really know anybody else on the team, huh?
I do, but his name is not coming to mind right now.
That's fair. Because I'm fucking
Middleton?
brain. Middleton's on the Bucks.
No. It's something with an M, isn't it?
Half the team's fucking gone. Half the team didn't want to show up. I'm going to go with Milwaukee, unfortunately, which is sad because I think we've always rooted for our teams. Milwaukee, I'm going to say Giannis, and I'm going to have to either say Jamal Crawford or Joe Harris are going to be leading scorers. And I say Joe Harris purely because they're going to have to be running a lot of off-ball screens for him, and he's going to get a lot of more opportunities to shoot the ball now.
I was thinking of Dinwiddie. I don't know where I got M from.
I don't know. I'm still saying Karis LeVert, Joe Harris, or Jamal Crawford. It's one of those three. I really think it's going to be Jamal, though, because he's got his one last shot at the playoffs. He's going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Because if I was Jamal and I had that kind of handle, I'd do the same fucking thing. I'd be like, oh, this team's not making any. Alright, Houston, Portland.
I'm going to go with Houston. And
keep in mind, Portland has an actual center. Yusuf Nurkic, he's 6'10".
Yeah, I don't really. Isn't their center like 6'8"?
Houston's?
Yeah.
PJ Tucker 6'5". We just went over
6'5".
this, remember?
Bro, I forgot, dude. You said two people are like 6'8", so that's stuck.
Yeah, Covington's like 6'8".
Are James Harden and
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, are they in the bubble?
James Harden is. I think Russell Westbrook is too.
Well, we'll go with Harden and Carmelo.
Melo. Let's go. I'm saying Portland because I want it to happen. It's gonna be Melo. He's going for 33, and it's gonna be Harden. He's gonna get like probably 25.
Carmelo's just gonna drop 50 on Russell.
Dude, he lost like 20. They call him Skinny Melo now because he lost like 30 pounds over the summer.
Oh wow, that's.
And he is. It looks nice.
Wish I lost 30 pounds during quarantine.
I think I fucking gained 30 pounds during quarantine. My big ass.
Alright, so what's the next matchup then?
Miami, Milwaukee.
Miami, Milwaukee, man. I'm gonna have to go Milwaukee again.
Leading scores?
Probably Giannis again. I feel like Giannis is gonna carry them as usual. And then Miami, I guess Butler again. I don't. Silence isn't good for a podcast, buddy.
I was trying to figure out what the noise was. So I'm calling somebody. I'm going to go with Milwaukee. I'm going to say Giannis. Milwaukee's winning.
Yeah.
It's not
yeah, that's for sure.
As far as Miami, I feel like Tyler Herro's going to have a good night, but not much, like maybe 23, 24 points. Next up, we got the Clippers versus the Mavericks.
Clippers and Mavs.
Healthy Porzingis.
That's true.
Which the season ended right before he started getting into the swing of things. Healthy Luka. Healthy and having fun Marjanovic. Just sticking his hand up people. Tim Hardaway's healthy. Correa's healthy.
I think I'm going to have to go Clippers.
Man, hater.
I'm going to go PG and I'm going to say Porzingis goes off. Luka has like 14 assists or some shit.
That's probably logical. I'm gonna go, since apparently we're doing trolls because the Clippers are gonna win. I'm gonna say Mavericks and leading scorers is gonna be fucking Boban Marjanovic. No, I'm still gonna go Mavericks. I'm still gonna say Luka, and I still think the leading scorer for the Clippers is gonna be Paul George. Fuck you. I see you making noises and faces over there.
Well, I'd hope so. We're on the screen in front of us.
Hi, Mom. Next up, we have the Lakers.
Whitest thing you've ever done.
Dude, I look like Casper when this thing started. Next, we have the Lakers versus Rockets. Anthony Davis going up against PJ Tucker.
Oh, man.
JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, PJ Tucker.
I don't know, man. I feel like this
6'8" Robert Covington isn't doing shit against 6'10" Anthony Davis, 7'1" JaVale McGee, and 6'9" Dwight Howard. It's just not happening.
It really depends if the refs are blowing the whistle, because if the refs are blowing the whistle, Houston's going to win, Harden's going to be the leading scorer, and LeBron's going to be carrying the Lakers and just doing the freaking J.R. Smith-Fish job.
Did you see JR's first shot back in the league?
I did not know.
He hit the shit off the side of the backboard. He did some step backs.
Yes.
And he did a fadeaway and cracked a bitch off the side of the backboard.
Yes.
That is precisely what I expected from the Henny God. Well, I guess funny. So you're saying Houston?
Yeah.
Harden and LeBron.
Harden and LeBron.
I'm going to go Lakers because Kuzma, that picture showed me 25 points off like 10 for 13. I'm going to go Kuzma and Harden because Harden, there's no other option for Houston really like that to score.
Westbrook's team.
Yeah, but Westbrook's still fighting for a triple-double. He's going to get 15, 11, and 10, and Harden's still going to get 35.
You're right. Kuzma is good.
He's good, and he's starting to perform well in the scrimmages at least, so hopefully that carries into seeding games. I don't know if players think there's like a mental difference between scrimmages and seeding games. I would if I was a player.
They might, yeah.
Next, we're looking at Milwaukee Mavericks.
The Milwaukee Mavericks, huh?
Yeah, Milwaukee versus the Mavericks. Because I brain dumped because the one right above the Clippers and Mavericks is Miami and Milwaukee. So I was like, did we already go over this? But no, Milwaukee versus the Mavs.
Milwaukee versus the Mavs. Can I not choose
Giannis?
Giannis?
You can choose Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez,
But
Eric
is that
Bledsoe.
realistic, though?
Chris Middleton averages like 25 a game, dude. Or 19 or 22, one of those two.
Yeah, I guess I'll go Middleton, but
He's-
they're going to lose because Luka's going to drop some crazy stuff.
Yeah, Luke is going for 40, man.
40, yeah!
The Mavericks are winning, and I'm going to say...
The Mavericks are going to win the NBA championship this year. Mark my note.
I'm going to say Chris Middleton is going to go off for 25, 30. But it's hard because Giannis is pretty much the fucking point guard, so whenever he wants to score, he just scores. Middleton has to sit there in the corner and wait for this. And then that's it.
True.
Next, because all the intense matchups are gone, I only feel like one of the teams in this conversation coming up is supposed to be in the playoffs, and that would be the Spurs.
Really, the Spurs.
Dude, the fucking Pelicans are like 0 for 90. They were
90.
garbage this year. Lonzo
for 90.
Ball changed his jump shot halfway through the fucking season. And Brandon Ingram looks like he's smoking pot.
Man, I forgot about that trade, dude.
Yeah, Josh Hart's doing good. You see the first scrimmage back, Josh Hart, it was a meme for the longest time in the last 2 seasons. Josh Hart would go to dap up his teammates after a free throw and get ignored. Lonzo ignored him when somebody is at the free throw line. Josh goes, shit was funny.
It's amazing.
It should never change. San Antonio, New Orleans.
You see, I think I'm going to have to go with... I don't even know, man. San Antonio, I guess. We're going to go with D-Rose and Zion.
Don't say D-Rose.
Yeah.
D-Rose is on the Pistons.
D-Rose in. How's that? That better?
Yeah, because they might think Derrick Rose on the Spurs now.
Yeah, my bad.
That'd be a good team.
D-Rose in. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to go...
I know that's not how it's said, but...
Oh, well, and leading score for the Pelicans?
Zion.
I'm going to go Pelicans. I'm going to go with Rudy Gay.
Brandon Ingram.
No, LaMarcus Aldridge is going to be leading score for the Spurs. I believe that.
It could be.
And then I was actually going to say Brandon Ingram.
Yes.
Dude, he's the Slim Reaper. That's what they call him. Or that's what they call KD. And he's pretty much a mini KD.
The Slim Reaper. I thought that was Carmelo.
No, that's Skinny Mel. That's what
Skinny Mel.
they call Kevin Durant the Slim Reaper, and Brandon Ingram is pretty much like a broken jump shot version of KD. So, but that's our predictions. If you guys have any arguments or you think differently, leave down in the comments section below or get at us on social media. Cole's got to text his woman back.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You couldn't see it on YouTube, but he picked up his Xbox controller and just started. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed the podcast. How do we outro again?
I don't know. You do the outros.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Leave any comments down below. If you guys have any comparison questions, like we were talking about Zion versus who, or Paul George versus LeBron, whatever, leave it.
Anything you want our opinions on, just drop it.
Yeah, or get us on social media. We'll either answer it there or we'll answer it in the podcast in a quick little segment. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed.
Peace.